I'm based in Memphis, Tennessee. Traditionally, I would describe my work as sculpture and installation, but over the past few years, I've been really trying to look at my work as a musician and as an artist and sort of combine those two things into one cohesive practice. You know, when I started college, and this was 2003, I picked up playing the drums as well as using software to make sort of rudimentary electronic music. You know, my practice now is really just trying to find ways to sort of bridge both of those interests. Here at Bemis, I am continuing a body of work that is, it's about exploring music, performance, and sound, and how that relates to my practice as an artist and sculptor installation. There are some particular pieces that I made over the summer that I'm sort of continuing to explore those, and one of those being chandeliers made from guitar cables that sort of have a dual function as lighting, but as hubs where musicians can sort of hook up to these cables, and those cables then transmit audio to different speakers and amplifiers throughout a space. So they really become sort of these places where people can gather and perform. So far I've made one, and it was used by some musicians in Memphis. This was at an exhibition that was in Memphis, Tennessee. But I'm really sort of wanting to explore the possibility of this a little more by creating multiples of them and creating environments with them. And so here at Bemis, I've been continuing that, but also creating a series of work that's based on just road cases, as well as looking at acoustic panels. A lot of my work, I think, is really just me being fascinated with the visual language in music, sort of looking at just objects that you see on stage and really being just fascinated with them and how beautiful they are. You know, it was always typically just creating visual works that maybe reference being a musician or sound or performance, but not necessarily incorporating musical compositions that I've made. I've done that a couple of times, and lately I've been exploring that more, and I think part of the chandelier pieces is creating something that I can perform with. And I think a lot of this comes back to me being very comfortable in physical making and in the art world, but being a little less comfortable on stage performing just music. And so this is sort of a way of like having both of those things happen at the same time. When I go to a show, not only am I immersed in the sound and sort of whoever's performing, but it's like anywhere else that I go. If I see a building that I'm really just impressed with sort of whatever material it's constructed from or that architecture of the space, it's sort of the same effect. I want people to really have a very visual experience as well as a sonic experience. All of these objects are meant to sort of exist in dual realms, like with the chandelier, it could be in a gallery space, a clean white box, but it also could exist on a stage in a dark, venue. Having the opportunity to be here at Bemis has been really important for me because it does give me the space to sort of explore, back when I'm on a regular schedule working, at home. It's like I only had so much time to work, and I'd have to really focus on getting a project done. And here I'm able to sort of explore freely without having to, set a deadline to finish something, but I'm just trying to work through a process and learn through that process. And one major thing in my work that I've been trying to do is allow myself the freedom to have fun and enjoy the process, make discoveries, and work intuitively. This has not always been the way that I've worked, and I've found that the most rewarding thing lately is just, making mistakes, and then taking that information, absorbing it, and then putting it back out. And I think Bemis has been really good about giving me the opportunity and time and space to sort of really explore all of that. And of course, being in a place where you have other artists working around you, it's inspiring because, at the same time I'm trying to explore ways of loosening up and being more intuitive, I see other artists who are working that way, and it sort of really opens up my mind to like what the possibilities could be. It's been very informative, and I think residencies are important for that, to sort of give you the freedom and allow you to sort of just relearn processes and relearn how to make, and I feel like very much right now I'm like relearning how to make sculpture.